All right, and welcome to the 5th YMCA of Wichita Falls podcast. Made history one more time.
Number 5.
Number 5. So,
What do we say about that? So, history makers again?
I guess.
That's good. It's been a minute, though, since we've done it.
It has. Our last one, we announced the big old capital campaign. It's still going really well. So, let's go around a circle or a triangle real quick.
This is a triangle.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Steinley, Marketing Director of the YMCA.
Brandon Brown, President and CEO.
And we have our special guest.
Hi, my name is Hannah Hearing. I'm an intern from Midwestern State University. I'm a junior mass communications major.
And Brandon's all mad because I got my own intern.
Yeah, I'm going to get one. I need an intern. No, but that's good. She's been a great help. It's been exciting to see her here, and the sky's the limit on these interns, I guarantee you. So
we're going to try to get on that list. I'm going to try to get you an intern. We're going to get on the Mass Comm intern list so we can get people coming all the time. She's been helping out with other events. Came out to Soapbox, which we just wrapped up.
Have you learned anything? Have we?
I've learned a couple new skills.
All right, good.
A lot of fun.
And been a lot of help, so.
Yeah, trying to get some things updated on the websites and all those different things because, with the YMCA, we're stretched pretty thin. We do so many different things that we need as much help as we can get. So, other than the capital campaign, which is rolling right along, if you don't know about the capital campaign, watch our last podcast. We go into depth on that. Also, if you come by any of our branches, you can pick up one of these nice little booklets. You open it up, and it's got pictures, and it's got all the info on all the different things that are coming to the expansion. So it's a really cool deal going on there. What else we got?
Well, also I wanted to mention too, we're just a smidgen under $13 million. We're real close. I've been meeting with the architect and the builder, and we've got within the next 30, 45, 60 days, we're going to be there'll be some dirt work going on out there.
Good.
And it's going to be time to.
We're going to throw a big party then.
We are going to throw a party. So that's good.
I'm excited.
And you know what? I'm happy for not just us, but everybody that's going to be able to enjoy it. The community, the kids, the families.
Well, there's so much that's going to be offered that we don't offer now. One of the biggest things, I love the new gymnastics gym. Joe Cronin's going to do an amazing job there. It's going to be huge. I love that the basketball gyms, we're going to 2 full-size basketball gyms, which means 4 cross-court gyms for those younger kids for games, so we can get 4 games done at a time. And in there, we have bleachers. So all you parents that have been to these games before, they were squeezing in, and they were a part of the game. They were the sideline.
So it was not only uncomfortable, it was unsafe. It's unsafe, and so we're getting that problem corrected, and it's going to be fun. You know what the neater thing is though too, the coach is going to have room to practice now with the kids, and instead of them having 4 teams in the gym at once, the gym's going to be bigger, and we'll be able to do.
And we don't want to just talk about the players. We want to talk about the members because during basketball season, the members really don't get to play much basketball. They don't get to play in the gym. They don't get to do any of that because it's so taken up with practices and games. And so now they'll be over there, and the Bill Bartley gym will now be opened up for a lot more.
Well, and it's not just the basketball gym they couldn't get to. They couldn't get down the hallway on Saturdays. They couldn't come in for birthday parties or silver sneakers, or the parking lot was sometimes too full. So it's going to help in a variety of ways. And just again, we're excited. Over the next few weeks, you're going to continue to hear more and more about it, and so just keep checking in with us. I think you're going to keep updates as we go along, especially when we start building. I think we're going to do some flyovers.
Yeah, I got a drone, and the first real big event that I got to test it on was Soapbox, which we just wrapped up. And Hannah, you were there. What did you think? This was your first Soapbox race.
It was so neat. It was such a great experience to be at. I don't know why I never attended before because I am a local. Yeah. But it was so exciting. Even being a 20-year-old, I was so excited by seeing these kids race down the hill, and you just get that super excited feeling. It was nice.
And I think this was the first year. So we do 2 things. We actually have the race on Saturday, but prior to that, we go out and have practice runs with these kiddos. Oh, and by the way, 25 or 7 is what we had last year. We had 40 kids participate, and that's in the stock car division, and then 5 in the super kids division. So we had 45 kids, which that's a side note. But so we went out to Rattlesnake Hill. Yeah. So we have 2 things. We have the run on Saturday, but then we have the practice runs.
Well, we want to teach them how to use those cars, and so that way they don't crash into the side or crash into a classic car on the way down.
Right.
And they're safe.
Was that a crash into a car. On the way down. So, but so here's the neat thing. On Saturday, you see the race, and they're just barreling down, and you don't really get to know the kids. I mean, as far as a spectator goes, you don't really get to see their smile on their faces like we did the days that we did the practice
2 days
runs.
before. Yeah.
Because what happens is these kiddos, and the practice runs are for kiddos that haven't raced before. So what happens is you see this child that's nervous and all these expectations. They don't really know what to expect, and so they're real kind of apprehensive and withdrawn. But then the minute they get it, the minute they go down that hill and they realize, wow, that was fun, and to see that click, that smile on their face, and mom and dad are smiling, and you really get to get in there and talk to them and learn more about them. And so I hate to say this, but that's almost as rewarding as the race itself.
Well, it was really fun because last year all I did was take pictures and video of the races. I didn't get to do the test run. I did it this year, and I was at the bottom of the hill catching the car.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I was so hot. I was sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because, I was telling them to stop in one way. I was, waving my arms, telling them to stop, and they'd hit the brakes and they'd come to a stop. Then on Saturday, your brother...
Yeah.
Listening to him tell him stop was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was a scream, stop, brake,
yeah.
and it was just so
he is
awesome.
so loud, but he loves it too.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. He does everything 100%. Speaking of that, I want to thank him. He stayed out Friday night.
Yeah.
He stayed all night long. Helping us get the cars ready, making sure they were safe, making sure they were tuned up and ready to go. He didn't get a lick of sleep, and he stayed here and helped throughout the day. And but I was going to get on to him for. I noticed, used to the little cone under the car was for emergency use only, and I noticed we got in the habit of doing that every race.
Time.
So I never did get on to him, but I'm gonna. If you're listening, Kevin, don't do that again. But no, I just and it brings up something else. Without the volunteers,
these events
wouldn't be possible. Almost everything that we do, really everything we do takes volunteers, and golly, they just come out and they help and they support, and I just can't thank them enough. I got goosebumps on my arms thinking about that because it's just not possible without them. So we thank everyone for doing that. We have the DJs, DJ Kid and Sabor that come out and
Hot 103.9.
Hot 10. You said that a time or two.
I did.
So they come out and they MC it. And of course we had Gwen Bevel and Brenna Donnelly come out and of course they had the famous race.
The opening race.
The opening race.
It was nice.
So who won that one?
It was Gwen.
Gwen?
See, Brenna won it her first year last year, and
Gwen
Gwen took the crown away this year.
And we're gonna have to speed up. I know we're talking a lot about this, but real quick, I do want to say this. I want to say thank you to all the volunteers, and I also want to thank all the sponsors. So ultimately, all the proceeds from this race, provide scholarships to the kiddos that can't afford to be a part of our programs.
Yep.
Because basically, no child's ever denied access to the YMCA. If you want to be a part of it,
come be a part of it. You're not going to be limited at all.
And so, Patterson Auto Center, thank you very, very much.
Yes.
And I don't want to go down this list because it's lengthy, but I will say thank you to Patterson, Gary Baker, Hotter Than Hell, Health South, Senior Health and Rehab, and the DAV Chapter 41, and oh goodness gracious, I shouldn't even start it because I can't list them all.
I know you can't list them all, and you don't want to stop.
But get on the website, and
we have all of our sponsors. If you see any of these people, thank them because they really did help us out.
Yeah.
And this also includes some of our just sponsors of kids to make sure those kids didn't have a fee.
There were individuals that were helping pay for kids, so you know who you are, and the ones that did it, I know you don't really care if your name's announced or not. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate that. And Tim Maldonado, last but not least.
Because he put on the car show, and he helped us out, got a lot of his kids in from his youth group to race for us.
Yeah, and he had a heck of a good car show.
Yeah.
And now it's last but not least, thank you to the staff. And I won't start doing individual names because I do leave them out on accident. But
there's so many of them that do help.
Thank you from the child care to Bill Bartley to downtown to East Branch YMCA. I covered that, didn't I? See?
Yes, you did.
Instead of saying names, I just covered the branches.
Branches.
But thank you all very, very much. It means a lot to me. You don't have to be out there. We don't require you to be out there, but you do it because you love what you do and you care about the kids and the families, and I thank you so much for that.
Yeah, yep. All right. So one thing that we did want to talk about was that video that you were showing us.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, we talk about the sports programs, we talk about these other programs. We don't talk about kids that are maybe artistic or musical or
non-athletic.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want any kid to be left out.
So I think what I wanted to say was, when we talk about our programs, please know that when we talk about a sports program, we're not just concerned with the athletic kids.
No.
We don't. I personally coach, and I don't care if I have one athlete on the team, because I care about all kids. But when we talk about programs, we're really just talking about programs, keeping your kids involved, whether that's singing, dancing, art lessons, basketball, whatever it be. And this young lady,
we'll show the video in a second. We'll talk about it and then we can show the video.
Yeah. All right. So you want me to keep talking about it?
Then? Yeah.
She blew me away. Because she could sing. God, goodness
and she
gracious.
was on America's Got Talent, and she got the golden buzzer this year. She was phenomenal.
And here's the deal. She's such a sweet little girl. But what I caught out of that was, so they said, she's 12 years old, by the way, and one of them asked about, are your friends supporting you from school? And the young lady said a lot of her friends didn't even know she could sing. And so it resonated with me, thinking, how many kiddos do we have in this community, whether it's singing, dancing, that at home they're in their closet singing, or in the shower singing, or singing to their mom and dad?
Well,
and they just don't
have
think
enough events, and if they ever want to try and sing
or dance, or tap,
we don't care who they are.
Yeah,
we have plenty of events that we can have the national anthem ready for them to
sing. We can. But
we're going to support them as much as we can. But
absolutely, and parents, support your kids no matter what it is. Just get them involved in programs, whatever it is. Keep them involved. This young lady, she was so special, and just the self-confidence that she gained from going out in front of that group and singing it, and you could just see it. It just fell all over her. And she's a natural. But another thing, it brought the family together. They were bonding. I mean, you could just see the love. She has a sister that was just in love with her, and it's great. That's what the family should be about. And I think I just say that to say this. Just, it's hot. It's summertime. Let's just take care of one another. Take care of your family. Believe in your dreams, and no matter what it is, whether it's a sport, whether it's soapbox derby. If that's the neat thing about soapbox derby. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be. You can jump high. You just drive. And it allows everybody
and duck down
to
in
be
the car a little bit.
Yeah, and it allows everybody to do what they want to do and have fun. So
I don't know my name. I don't play by the rules of the game. So you say I'm just trying. So I heard you are my sister's friend. You get along quite nicely. You asked me why I cut my hair and changed myself completely. I'm lost, trying to get found in an ocean of people. Please don't ask me any, that I don't know my name. I don't play by the rules of the game, so you say. I'm just trying. I now know my name. I don't play by the rules of the game, so you say. I'm not trying, but I'm trying to find my way.
Now let's go through the list, because we do have a big list of things that we are doing this summer. And we'll go through some adult things in a little bit. But coming up next week, we have our very own intern, Hannah. She is was the head cheerleader at MSU last year, and she's putting on a cheerleading camp for the YMCA this year.
Hold on a second. He said something about cheering one time, and I dared him to put a uniform on and cheer. So if you think you can teach him a cheer, we're gonna challenge him to one day do that on here. So.
You're gonna lose your host.
Could.
We also have Summer League basketball hitting up. Someone's calling us. We'll ignore it.
Oh, it's a live show, huh?
It is a live show. Well, we also have the cheerleading camp. We have a volleyball camp coming up next week. So if you're wanting to be involved in that, definitely do it. We have pretty much everything. We have fundamentals of football. Ronnie Williams teaching that camp, and if you don't know Ronnie, he was a receiver and quarterback at Oklahoma State University, then went on to the Dolphins and the
San Diego Chargers and Seattle Seahawks.
Yep. And so knows a little bit about football. We also have a soccer camp going on, indoor soccer down here at the Downtown Y. A couple of gymnastics camps. We have Parents' Night Out if you're wanting a date night. Oh. We do offer that. That's one thing we've never talked about. Parents' Night Out coming up, let's see, the next one is July 15th.
Yeah.
And what it is we take your kids for a couple hours while the parents have a night to go do laundry, catch up on sleep, go out on a date.
I smile and laugh because that's kind of what happens now. You think you're going to go do
that's
this
a
big date,
but you go do
but
laundry.
you go relax. Yeah. You're like, oh, there's no kids.
You go watch your recorded shows.
Let's go chill.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Also coming up, we are starting a new deal at the Bartley Y in the pool, and Lisa Nix, our branch manager over here at Downtown and also kind of aquatics director right now.
Yeah.
Her and Erica have been working hard on this. They've made a really cool frame for it. It's a water volleyball league, and we saw it. It's really cool, and it's a lot of fun. It's $35 for members, $45 for non-members, and it's like 3 to 5 people per team.
In the water.
In the water, they have a full net, a full court made up in there that does not go on to the deep end, so you're not trying to tread water. And they actually got it out a couple of nights ago with a few people and tested it, and it looked so much fun.
Well, the neat thing about that is, I think when you initially think volleyball, for this, you don't have to be a volleyball player. You don't have to jump.
You don't have to do anything. You just have to do this.
Yeah, just fun and have a good time. And so that's neat. That's a fun way to get everybody involved. And you going to get on there and have a team?
No.
Huh? Let's do that. Hey, we could go and be the pod show.
I played volleyball in my day.
Huh?
This could be really fun.
Or you could get on the side and cheer for the team.
There you go.
Yeah.
We could get a YMCA cheer suit.
Oh my gosh. That'd
So,
be
any
amazing.
big plans for the cheer camp next week?
Super excited about it. Basically just teaching the fundamentals to whoever signs up. We're going to start pretty low, go through basic motions and whatnot. Then we'll build
by
up to
the end,
cheers.
he'll be able to do backflips.
No,
Doubles.
no, I'm not condoning
See?
that. You
No.
need to know what you're doing before you try to do a flip.
See, that's what we do. We
Safety
get
first.
people that know what they're doing to teach these things.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But by the end of it, I hope to have them to know a dance, know how to jump the proper way, because there is a proper way to do motions.
Yep.
You don't just throw your arms in the air, because if you ever do want to move on, say go collegiate, there's a certain form to do everything.
Yeah.
So I want to teach them the safe basics. That way, if they want to do a stunt with their friends at home while mom's sitting there watching and spotting hands on, then they'll at least know the basics of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So have a little routine going.
Yeah.
Well, good. And cheering, that's their, that is a, I always loved it when I was a football player. My mom always teases me because in Little League football, I wasn't watching the football game. I was always looking back at the cheerleaders, not because I like girls, because I wanted to cheer. I mean, I thought that was really neat. So
See, maybe you need to be the one to
maybe
cheer
so.
out there.
I just might do that. 2 bits, 4 bits. But that takes a lot of self-confidence to get up in front of. Not only at the game in front of the crowd, but trying out for cheerleader has to be nerve-wracking.
Okay.
It is a nerve-wracking thing.
Strange fact. You know my wife.
Yes.
Pharmacist. Very
Yes.
shy, very quiet.
Uh-huh.
She was a cheerleader.
She was.
Really? I could see her up in there.
Yeah.
But she did gymnastics for so long, she was good at the tumbling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the people, yelling at the crowd and doing all that, she wasn't doing that
And then,
part.
but she stole the crowd when she tumbled all the way out there.
Sure. She would hate that I'm talking about
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
because she
Well,
doesn't
we're
like
gonna-
any
we're gonna ask
recognition.
her.
So
Wonderful.
yeah, I laugh every time I think about that.
So trying out for cheerleader, that is the one sport. Is it considered a sport?
Yes.
It has to be.
It is a sport in certain circumstances.
Okay, but trying out, I've always was so nervous for the cheerleaders when they tried out because they were out there on their own in front of the whole school,
Yep.
And it takes a lot of guts
on
to
a
do
basketball
that.
court.
On a basketball
Yep.
court, and it takes a lot of guts. So there's another prime example of how programs can make you who you're going to be and who you are at that time, and give you the self-confidence and self-esteem to do things. So.
Okay, so we're getting close to that time.
Yeah,
Anything else we want to hit up real quick?
I want to say thank you to the Pretty Foundation. Just last week we went to
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Time flies. But this is a little retreat we went to at PK, and no, we didn't get to have all the fun on the water, but we learned a lot of.
It was a nonprofit deal.
A nonprofit. It was. We had board members go with us, so it wasn't just the buy-in from the staff that was getting paid for being there. It was 3 board members: Steve Borgman, Kenny Haney, and Mark Fleming. Came along, and it kind of just helped us learn more about our organization and how to take it to another level, and how to fundraise, and how to just be a cohesive group that takes your organization to a whole nother level, a level that we never thought we could be at as nonprofits. You think you're a nonprofit, you're just this, but no, you're a huge impact on the community, and so it's things like this that allow us to get stronger and better and learn more, and so thanks to the Pretty Foundation for providing that for us, and we enjoyed it.
All right, so lots of camps, lots of things going on. We'll see you hopefully in a couple of weeks.
One more thing. So during Mother's Day, we said Happy Mother's Day, and I know Father's Day's over, but we didn't have a podcast, and so I want to be equal opportunity.
Okay.
So Happy Father's Day to Lloyd Brown. Thank you for being my dad and doing such a good job. Thank you for being you.
Yeah, thank you, Scott Steinley, raising me like I am.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have technology till I got in college. I was a hard worker.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And you learned from your dad.
I did.
What about you?
I'd like to thank my dad, David Hearing. My whole personality's him.
Yeah.
I'm a reflection of him completely.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
did he
good.
cheer too?
No, absolutely not.
Hotter Than Hell. So remember
Yes.
this. We have registration for Hotter Than Hell. If you don't know and you have people coming in town, they don't have a place to stay.
We do indoor camping. People can stay here at the downtown Y for a lot cheaper than any of the hotels around, and you can also buy some food while you're here. And everything's locked up. The bikes are brought inside where they're protected, everything. So we had 650 people here last year, so we were pretty packed.
It's
so
fun. It's fun. It's a great time.
It's filling up fast. So if you have some people coming into town, you don't have room for them, or you don't, a hotel's not able to accommodate them, send them over here. We've got plenty of room.
Yeah. And sign up to ride in Hotter Than Hell.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, go for that. Should be fun.
And if you don't want to ride, you can always volunteer.
There you go.
Always need a lot of volunteers.
They always do.
I'll be there handing out some water
handing
bottles.
out water.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. I was talking to Chip Fowler the other day, and he was saying the registration's up like 30% at this point. So it's going to be a big one.
Let me move this real quick because we are on a different camera right now.
We are.
Yep.
And we're closing out. So here, I'm not even going to give her the warning. So hopefully she's been watching this. So ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy.
Oi, oi, oi.
All right. Thank y'all.